Welcome back to the show, everybody. Well, today we're going to talk about the Great Reset and meets the Great Resist. Oh, yeah, you're going to want to know about it in the Freedom Zone. And guess what else? XRP Las Vegas 2024. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into that. And so is Wave 2 of adoption, says Ripple recent acquisition Metaco. And we got Brad Garlinghouse and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, it is $1.6 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is off by 3.4%. Bitcoin right now, 40,900 plus. We see 2,100 and change for Ethereum. Tether market cap is 90.8 billion plus. Remarkable. Number 5 spot is XRP, now down to 58 cents. Off by 4.7 in the 24-hour and 5.7 on the 7 days. So you know most of that is in the last 24. You can see we're sitting here at 58.95 on the price. The low side of the XRP price range is 0.5817, the top 0.6211. So we know it's been moving quite a bit. Hopefully it turns around, starts going the way we want. But you know what? All the technical analysts are telling us it is. All the fundamental news is telling us it will. The whole market will, because we're waiting for the approval of these spot Bitcoin ETFs, and they're coming, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that. Take a look at this. Let me tell you what else is coming. It's the world's largest XRP conference, baby. May 3rd, May 4th, 2024. This event will sell out. Get your tickets before they're gone. Look, and I said this last time we did the event, and people were like, I'm going to wait, till it gets closer, and then I'm going to get tickets. And I felt horrible because there were so many people that reached out to me and were like, I need to get a ticket. I need 2 tickets. It's me and my wife, me and my buddy. And there was no tickets left to give, right? And let me just go into this to show you that we are not in a repeat of last year, ladies and gentlemen. This is the largest XRP conference in the world for a reason, because we're taking it next level. That's what we're doing. And you can see some of the amazing people that were on stage with us last year, XRP influencers alike. And you can see right here is where you can click to get your ticket to XRP Las Vegas. And there are a couple different events that are happening, one of which is the Chamber of Digital Commerce fundraiser that is happening. Now, let me tell you something. If you haven't had a chance to check this event out, you're going to want to go here to their site. This is a tax-deductible benefit fundraiser for which you can get a ticket to, and look who's going to be there. Brad Garlinghouse, John Deaton, Michael Arrington, and the Honorable Chris Giancarlo. And by the way, I don't mind telling you, Chris Giancarlo is going to be on stage at XRP Las Vegas too, along with Perry Ann Boring and so many other top industry leaders. Get your room discount before it's gone. Get your tickets before it's gone. Get your tax-deductible fundraiser ticket from the site of Chamber of Digital Commerce. There are so many things coming. I can't even wait to tell you the things that are coming. But you can see this is just a list of some of the people you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be remarkable. You're not going to want to miss it. There's so much more. Go to xrplasvegas.com to see some of the highlights. And you can see Ripple is a very, very big sponsor this year. Very big sponsor this year. And so are so many others. You just wait till you see the expansion of this. You do not want to miss this event, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a remarkable, remarkable event. Do not miss it. Get your ticket before they're gone. They will sell out. I promise you that. Look at this real quick here. Zum now changing to Zen Wallet because of a branding issue. So they had to change the name. But shout out to Weetse Wen for letting us all know that Zum 2.6.0 is here. So you will see that change shortly. Keep a lookout for that. And don't be surprised when you see it. Now let's start here, because what we're going to look at today is the evidence that the wave 2 of adoption which does, yes, involve institutions, has already begun. You're going to hear Franklin Templeton CEO Jenny Johnson say it here and express it. But you're also going to hear Ripple, recently acquired Metaco, say it in just a second as well, plus so much more.
So talk to me about how it fits into the overall Franklin wrapper and business. Because, we talked about $13 billion now, $50 billion goal, $1.5 trillion is what you guys currently have as your AUM. So how do you think about the importance of ETFs as a growth engine, as a marketing tool for the company, and the role that it plays?
So, look, as I said, I think that our job is to be agnostic to the vehicle and pick the best vehicle for the situation. And tokenization is going to massively impact what types of products can be brought to market and what actual investments can be included. I think that the way I view it at Franklin Templeton is our job is to make sure that we're staying on top of whatever those vehicles are to deliver our capabilities and ensure that they're the best offerings for the client.
And there you have it. And they're doing exactly that with Stellar Network, right? So very exciting stuff there for me is the way I see it. Now here's Metaco Presentation. The largest tier 1 banks and custodians invest cycle of adoption. This shift creates new regulatory standards, banks setting up the gold standard of compliance practice. Wave 2 has already started, as you can see right here. And see, in Wave 1, we know the exchanges, right? All the typical players you would expect to see, right? But Wave 2 are banks and regulated financial institutions. DBS, as we know, right? State Street, BNY Mellon, HSBC, MasterCard, Visa, BNB, the rest of it. This is the moment we are in and how exciting it is. I know a lot of people were upset, but remember, Franklin Templeton has millions of clients in more than 155 countries at 1.4 trillion assets under management, as Jenny, the CEO, was just saying. So this is big. And then DBS, which is on that list of the curve, ladies and gentlemen. The DBS case study that recently finished here. Digital custody powered by Metaco. Harmonized safekeeper for 4 major cryptocurrencies. Oddly enough, looky here. Multi-coin support. Safekeep 4 major cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and XRP. It's exciting. I love seeing it. And then let's start right here. These are 2 clips here I want to play.
It also extends into the tokenization space in the sense that tokens are based on smart contracts and they have methods, and those methods are critical functions when you think about let's say the primary issuance side of a stable coin. Who can mint, who can burn, who can transfer. These are critical processes that, if someone compromises these, the credibility of the underlying assets is destroyed. I mean, Just imagine, it'd be almost like printing dollars, that fiat money we see these days. It's printed at will. What's happening to the value of the dollar. So I think the point is here, you need to have credible processes, and banks are highly regulated and they have very specific risk and control frameworks they need to implement and ensure that those are end-to-end secure, meaning you have cryptographic proof about processes. So that's what we can deliver. And that's really where we view a very big opportunity going forward, is making whatever gets tokenized. It's really about the integrity of the processes. And that's something that we see clients experimenting right now with, helping them with the integrity of the issuance process, integrity of the minting process.
That is a great statement there from Metaco. And look, and just talking about the understanding that you can't just simply hop in this space and try to get going. You'll equate to just all the fiat printing of money if you don't have the credibility of backing the assets, right? And being able to show on a legitimate blockchain or distributed ledger technology that you actually have the assets, right? So that's why I believe it's taken so long to get the clarity that we need. It's that finality. It's when something moves across a value protocol, it has to be legally defined. Remember, this is not too different than the moment we were in the early days of the internet, when law offices said it was not allowed to send emails back and forth, right? Because they were legal issues there, or faxes. So we're on the edge of all of this, getting ready to turn a corner. But take a listen to this other follow-up clip here.
Rajiv Tumla is one of our guests. He's the global lead for digital assets. And if you, even at HSBC, a very conservative firm, is looking at this space not as an experiment, but eventually all assets will sit on chain.
All.
So the stack they're building now is not, we want to plug in, 5% allocation of our clients' assets and deliver them both traditional and crypto. Potentially, every asset they have will migrate onto the stack, so this is their new core infrastructure. So if you're going to have trillions of dollars of assets on this, you need to have that optionality. It needs to be an open platform. Because remember, these guys are coming because the clients are coming. And when the big boys are moving, you need to be ready.
There it is. BlackRock, HSBC, DBS. He just said HSBC said all assets will sit on chain. That's where the market's going. That's what we're really here for, isn't it? Yes. The tokenization of the traditional markets. Everything. That's what we're here for. Ripple's here for it too. Ripple says the digital evolution of money, $290 trillion expected value of cross-border payments market by 2030. Think of it for a moment. Just 6 years from now. That is not that long from now. This is pretty remarkable what we're seeing happen here and what we're just in the face of. And then don't forget this. Securrency, which was recently acquired by the DTCC, right? And Securrency and rebrands to DTC Digital Assets now because they own it. And they will tokenize their entire clearing orders to the tune of $2.5 quadrillion. It takes 1,000 trillion to equal a quadrillion. That's a lot, right? And that's a college term, so you write that down, right? That is a lot. Then we have this. CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. Shout out to you, Brad. He says, Team Ripple, and he retweets here Politico's crypto firms investors pour $78 million into supporting SuperPACs. That's what I'm talking about. He says Team Ripple is putting a stake in the ground, leading the charge with other industry leaders to support pro-innovation and pro-crypto candidates in the 2024 U.S. election cycle. Now we're talking. The U.S. cannot afford to continue taking a backseat on the global stage. Regulatory overreach, especially from the SEC, is actively moving the U.S. in the wrong direction, and other countries are taking full advantage of the lack of U.S. leadership. We need to advance leaders who will champion innovation and spearhead paths toward responsible regulation. 2024 is the time to go back to first principles by encouraging initiatives to promote transparency, innovation, and a compliance-first approach. Team Ripple and I won't squander it. How about that? Yeah. And this falls in line directly with what we're seeing from Chamber of Digital Commerce, Perry Ann Boring, Cody Carbone, and the rest over there. Taking up the fight, knowing that Elizabeth Warren is trying to gather as many senators, up to 19 or 20 now. It's very real. We have to actually get in here and start fighting. We're at that crossroads. We need people inside of Capitol Hill that understand this technology and innovation and how not to harm it. Now, to add to all of this about crypto firms, investors pour $78 million into SuperPACs, this here from Bill Morgan highlights that Circle, Kraken, Paradigm, as we know Ripple, as well as Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, venture capitalist Ron Conway, and Fred Wilson are all following suit. There is a movement moving in now, and you have to have enough money coming into this space to influence the congressional officials here to listen to what your points are, because they're leaning into the incumbents, which are the banks, the financial institutions, who are scared of this technology and probably using nothing but fear tactics to scare the congressional officials they talk to. Just takes a little education. Then this right here from Megrad Crypto showing the chart where we are, XRP against Bitcoin chart. And just to see where we are here, Helheim Gateway. Let's get out of this area. Let's get above that green bar where it's Valhalla Gateway. I know you want it too. So do I. Let's go ahead and get there, right? Let's just... I think we will. We just have to be patient. Look, if we've learned nothing else, I think we understand that the real power of the U.S. government agencies like the SEC, like them or not, and they certainly have a good purpose and for certain things, right? But like them or not, for what they're doing to crypto, they have shown the power of their agency, taking a $3 trillion market and squashing it globally to a $1 trillion market. So let's not say that they don't have any power, because they do. What we need to do is to get Congress to act so we can simply put them back in their own lane. And I want to share this here from Ashley Prosper. I think she says this very well. Ridiculed, lambasted, hated, and misled, scorned, shunned, attacked, and outcasted, mocked, despised, surrounded with lies. All this, and yet the army survives. Maybe it's days, maybe it's weeks, maybe it's years until we hit the peak. But one thing I know, one thing I see is a destiny for you, me, and XRP. There's never been a better time to be alive. Now, I absolutely love that. Shout out to you, Ashley. That's amazing. What a great way to wrap this up here. Make sure you get your tickets to XRP Las Vegas. And if you want a discount ticket and you want to find out exactly what the Great Reset versus the Great Resist looks like, join us in the Freedom Zone, ladies and gentlemen. Go to digperspectives.com, click the Freedom Zone, and come on in. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.